Moving to the third problem, verify whether the following are zeros of the polynomial indicated against them. So, moving on to the solution, let us first define what is the zero of a polynomial. So, the zero of a polynomial is defined as the value of the variable at which the polynomial becomes zero. So let us take the first bit, which is p of x is equal to 3x plus 1 provided x is equal to minus 1 by 3. The given polynomial is in the form of 3x plus 1 and the variable here is x. So let us substitute the value of minus 1 by 3 in the place of x, which is p of minus 1 by 3 is equal to 3 times of minus 1 by 3 plus 1. So 3 and 3 gets cancelled and we get minus 1 plus 1, which is 0. That is, p of minus 1 by 3 is 0. That means x is equal to minus 1 by 3 is the zero of the polynomial. Hence, it is true. It is true that x is equal to minus 1 by 3 is the zero of a polynomial. So the second bit is p of x is equal to 5x minus 5 provided x is equal to 4 by 5. So let us substitute the value of 4 by 5 in place of x. We get p of 4 by 5 is equal to 5 multiplied by 4 by 5 minus 5. 5 and 5 gets cancelled. We get 4 minus 22 by 7, because the value of pi is 22 by 7, which is not equal to 0. Therefore, we say that p of 4 by 5 is not equal to 0. Hence, x is equal to 4 by 5 is not a zero of the given polynomial. So let us move to the third problem, which is p of x is equal to x square minus 1 provided x is equal to plus 1 and minus 1. First, let us take x is equal to 1, which is p of 1. Substituting the value of 1 in the place of x, we get 1 square minus 1, which is 1 minus 1, that is equal to 0. And substituting the value of x is equal to minus 1, which is p of minus 1, which is minus 1 whole square minus 1. That becomes 1 minus 1, which is also 0. Therefore, by the definition, we can say that x is equal to 1 and x is equal to minus 1 are zeros of the given polynomial. Coming to the fourth bit, which is p of x is equal to x plus 1 multiplied by x minus 2. So given that x is equal to minus 1 and x is equal to 2. So let us first substitute minus 1 in the place of x. That becomes Minus 1 and plus 1 is 0. Minus 1 minus 2 is minus 3. 0 multiplied by anything becomes 0. Therefore, P of minus 1 is 0. That means minus 1 is a 0 of the given polynomial P of x. Next, let us substitute x is equal to 2. That is, P of 2 is equal to 2 plus 1 multiplied by 2 minus 2, which is 3 multiplied by 0, that becomes 0. Therefore, P of 2 is equal to 0. So we can say that P of minus 1 is 0 and P of 2 is equal to 0. That is, minus 1 and 2 are the zeros of the polynomial. Next, coming to the fifth bit, which is given as P of x is equal to x square and x is equal to 0. So let us substitute the value of x, which is 0. Therefore, it becomes P of 0 is equal to, in the place of x, if I substitute 0, it becomes 0 square, which is 0. That is, P of 0 is equal to 0, which means x is equal to 0 is a 0 of the polynomial. Next, sixth bit, which is P of x is equal to L times x plus m, given that x is equal to minus m by L. So let us first substitute x is equal to minus m by L. That becomes P of minus m by L is equal to L multiplied by, in place of x, if we substitute minus m by L, we get L multiplied by minus m by L plus m. L and L gets cancelled. Then this becomes minus m plus m, which is 0. That is, P of minus m by L is equal to 0. Therefore, we can say that x is equal to minus m by L is 0 of the given polynomial. Next, let us see the seventh bit, which is given as P of x is equal to 3x square minus 1, given that x is equal to minus 1 upon root 3, comma 2 upon root 3. So let us first substitute x is equal to minus 1 by root 3. That becomes P of minus 1 by root 3 is equal to 3 times of, in place of x, I substitute minus 1 by root 3, which becomes 3 multiplied by minus 1 by root 3 whole square minus 1. Then this becomes 3 multiplied by minus 1 square is 1 and root 3 square is 3. This is because root 3 square, this can be written as 3 power 1 by 2 whole square. 2 and 2 gets cancelled. This becomes 3 power 1, which is 3. So here 3 and 3 gets cancelled and this becomes 1 minus 1, which is 0. Therefore, we can say that x is equal to minus 1 by root 3 is a 0 of the given polynomial. Now let us substitute x is equal to 2 by root 3, which gives P of 2 by root 3 is equal to 3 times x square becomes 2 by root 3 whole square minus 1. I have already mentioned in the previous problem, root 3 square is equal to 3 power 1 by 2 whole square, which is 3 power 1, nothing but 3 only. This is equal to 3 times 2 square is 4, and we can see root 3 square is 3 minus 1. 3 and 3 gets cancelled and this becomes 4 minus 1, which is 3. Therefore, I can say that P of 2 by root 3 is equal to 3, which is not equal to 0. Then we can say that P of 2 by root 3 is not equal to 0. Hence, x is equal to 2 by 3. 2 by root 3 is not a 0 of the given polynomial. Coming to the 8th bit, which is P of x is equal to 2x plus 1, given that x is equal to 1 by 2. So let us substitute x is equal to 1 by 2 in the given polynomial, which becomes P of 1 by 2 is equal to 2 times of 1 by 2 plus 1. 2 and 2 gets cancelled and we get 1 plus 1, which is 2. Therefore, P of 1 by 2 is equal to 2, which is not equal to 0. By the definition, we can say that x is equal to 1 by 2 is not a 0 of the polynomial. This is because P of 1 by 2 is not equal to 0.